The word relocation, every time I try to ponder as to what am I going to talk about on relocation. Maybe as an army guy, relocation was a common factor, and I would say that for us it is a way of life. Nothing surprising about it, it happens every morning. But I gave it a thought and I said, more akin to what the army relocation is. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about one person who I feel has the biggest challenges of relocation. And that person is a newly-wed Indian wife. An Indian bride, when she leaves her home, she's quite confused. I know that the present lot of younger generation, they're not all that confused about these things. But the earlier generation, they were confused. What are they venturing into? What is going to be the treatment that they're going to get? And particularly if you have a cultural difference, then food habits, how often are you allowed to interact with your husband? Coming back to the armed forces, 40 years in the army and 25 postings. So you can calculate a year to year and a half of movements every day. So we have about 3 segments in which relocation takes place. One, where you move in with your family, you get a house to live in, children go to school there, and that's part of life. This other aspect is when you move to areas where your families are not permitted, right? The operational areas. And that's where the challenges begin. And the third lot is when you move into short movements. Right? Even when you are posted at a particular place, you'll probably be moving every 15 days. So those are challenges which you can easily absorb, you understand it. But what is different for us in the armed forces? Oh, we are moving so often, we are moving to areas where my wife can't go, my children can't go, I don't know where my child is going to study, right? And that's causing me stress and depression. So that's become a way of life for everybody, including the armed forces, right? I was more fortunate when I was younger, the word depression had not been adopted. We prepare ourselves for what we are going into, okay? I came into the army by choice, right? I was keen to join the armed forces, and that's the thing. So 2 years when they trained us, we trained to absorb challenges which will go to occur. These challenges, as I mentioned, now I'll first I'll give you the 3 types of relocation that take place. One is where you move in with your families, right? Perfect, very happy. I've come into a new cantonment. So I've got a nice house. I've got somebody looking after. Okay, so for us, relocation, suddenly my child has got into school and 6 months later, he has to move. I must tell you that my son, 12 classes, 14 schools. And automatically he was, whenever he went to a new place, now starts trying to find new friends, new classmates, who do I associate with. So it is the system which gives you the strength, right? We absorb this thing. Your academics, your schools will probably make you bond with each other. Right? And that bonding comes, once that bonding comes, you automatically start getting the confidence to face the challenges. But the first thing that you build up in yourself, if you learn to smile and you go to a new place, you'll automatically, people will reach out to you if you're the kind who's going to smile. Okay, and if you're the kind who's going to get in the stress, depression zone, then I'm afraid you're going to have a problem associating with people. You're going to have problem settling down in where you are. Okay. And if you don't settle down well into a particular environment, then I'm afraid you will not be doing justice to what your ambitions are. Your ambitions are to finish education in this super institution and then get on to moving up the ladder. Okay. The confidence level has to come from preparing yourself. Okay, we talked more about your things. The second thing that I mentioned about the armed forces was that there are deployments in operational areas. Okay, where I'm afraid no families, somewhere remote areas, the first thing that gets to you is the weather, the health, and obviously the concern of your families and children, right? And every time nowadays you get a chance to speak to your children because communications is so good. I remember as a captain, my son was born, I got to know about 15 days later, right? And that also somebody sent a telegram, and that telegram was, old days they used to have a system of numbers on the telegram, he said. So sometimes the postal guys wouldn't even change, that will remain as 10. So it took me 2 days to evaluate what does this mean. Then we also have these short-term deployments, you go out for a month, you're going for firing or you're going for some training exercises. That is, you're used to. So these are the type of relocations that take place. Now, you take yourself there. Okay. You people are still lucky. All of you have left your homes and come here. So you have understood what is going to make a difference, right? But even then, when you come here, till you make friends, till you understand each other, I'm sure a lot of you would probably shed tears at night and remember Mama, okay? You try and reach out to her, call her. Perhaps it'll take you time to adjust the food. Somebody from Rajasthan moving into Chennai, right? And the food habits are so different. Language issues. You're going to face major language issues everywhere, right? So either you become an expert in sign language, okay, or you learn how to keep nodding your head, and that's how you're going to continue. So these are things that you have to start preparing for. To start preparing, you must learn how to make friends, and that starts here, right? And when I say friends, I don't mean Facebook or Instagram. You have to make friends in real life who will stand by you, okay? Who will be with you wherever you go. For that, master some very essential requirements. If you want to reach out front, you have to break that being an introvert, first of all, right? You have to stand up in the class or in their job. You're going to be now in a job, right? So you're going to be able to understand each other. All I want to tell you is that you're going to be facing new challenges as you step out. So bring confidence in yourself, and that confidence is going to come from gratitude to whoever has guided you, your families, the people here, your friends. When you get into the job, there'll be people who perhaps won't like to speak with you. There are some good organizations where they emphasize on these things. Okay, but some organization you're going to be struggling. So master your communication skills, learn how to smile, and people are going to reach out to you. All the best. God bless you.